It's 2009, I'm 12 years old, and some family friends come round to watch the Grand National horse racing. Now, before this, I'd never shown any interest in horse racing, I'd never watched it in my life, and to this day, I still have no interest in horse racing whatsoever. So, our family friends come round, and the dad says, "Hey, kids, why don't I take £1 from each of you, and we can put it on whichever horse you want, and if it wins, you get all the money." And we all got excited, and we went, "Great, yeah, that sounds amazing." Now, I knew nothing about horses, so naturally, as most kids would in this situation, I went for whoever had the best name. And there was a horse with the name Mon Mon, which I thought was funny because it sounded like my mum, so I decided to put my £1 on that horse. The race started, and suddenly I was gripped. I was so into horse racing for the first time in my life because it was exciting. There was actually something on the line for me this time. Now, at the time, obviously, I knew nothing about odds. This was just a bit of fun. But I know now, looking back at that particular race, that this horse was 100 to 1 to win, which means if I put down £1, I was set to win £100. And that's exactly what happens. The horse won. It was a wild, wild outsider, and it still managed to win. It's one of the most historic moments in Grand National history. So I won, and my winnings cleared into my family friend's account, and he sent it to my mum. And suddenly, as a little 12-year-old, I was £100 richer, which is a huge amount of money to a 12-year-old. I was buzzing, and I had no idea what this potentially was going to lead to many years later. And I was begging my mum, can we please put more money on the horses? Can we please put money on this horse, on that horse? I was looking at races in the newspaper and seeing what we could do as a 12-year-old. And luckily, my parents are smart people. They both refused, and they said, buy something nice with this money. You're not putting any more on the horses. And I remember going on Facebook and asking my friends, what should I buy? I've just won £100. Which video game should I buy? And I went and bought a couple of video games for my Game Boy at the time. But it's actually scary looking back on that, because the signs were there when I was 12 years old that I had this addictive personality, that I could have been sucked in at any time, and not even 5 years later I was. Whether it starts with a win or starts with a loss and then you end up chasing your losses, gambling is dangerous if you can't keep it under control. I hope if you're watching my videos and even question that you might have a problem, that this gives you some sort of guidance and some sort of inspiration to get the help that you might need.